and US prisons are certainly punishment. In fact, they're so inhumane that the United Nations has condemned them as abusive and torturous. And human rights organizations have long asserted that one of the prison industrial complex's favorite tools, solitary confinement, is literal torture. Once someone has been released from prison, it's much harder to find a job. And 2 out of 3 end up right back in a cell because their situation is so desperate. We've even seen people commit tiny crimes and purposefully get arrested because then at least they'd have a roof over their heads. When many Americans hear this, they'll shake their heads and say, you just can't fix some people, completely ignoring the fact that our prison system is not intended to fix anything. Again, this fits in perfectly with the average American mindset. Most people subjected to prison terms are poor. In America, we've been conditioned to believe that poor people are lazy, and therefore morally deficient and deserving of punishment. This, of course, ignores the fact that wealthy people are just as likely or even more likely to use drugs. But those people are rarely sentenced, often because they have important parents, or they can pay bail, or simply because their communities aren't heavily policed like lower income areas. We've effectively criminalized poverty. Can't pay a parking ticket? Jail. Can't pay bail? Prison term. No one will hire you when you get out? Serves you right for being a criminal. This mindset is truly horrific. It lacks even the barest shred of basic human decency. We cannot ignore the fact that systemic racism plays a large role in the American prison system. 2 men, 1 white and 1 black, charged for the same crime with the same criminal background, are often given different length prison sentences. Can you guess who gets the longer sentence? On average, black people are given 20% longer sentences for the same crime committed by a white person. Then you have white-collar crime. Banks have engaged in money laundering for drug cartels and other shady operations for years, bankrolling the very industry we throw people away for, and they caused the single largest economic crash since the Great Depression. Did any bankers get locked up for any significant time? Of course not. There are 2 separate justice systems in this country, one for the rich and one for everyone else. Okay.